Hello YouTube, it's Lion here with Hobbies Man once again, and today we're going to be doing another manga first impressions review. Today we're going to be looking at Hikaru no Go, Volume 1. This written by Yumi Hota and illustrated by Takeshi Obata of, a lot of famous works like Bakuman, Death Note, Platinum End, and he's usually paired up with, what's the other guy's name? I can't remember his name, but he's usually paired up with the other guy that did Death Note. But in this case, he's working with this guy, Yumi Hota. So, yeah. Hikaru no Go is published by Viz. It's readable on the Shonen Jump app. And I think it's pretty out of print. So, it's a pretty old series. So, be aware of that. And it was a Shonen Jump title. So, the demographic is Shonen. And the genres here are sports, specifically Go, which is like some sort of military game, kind of like chess or shogi. But it has very different specific rules that I don't really quite get yet. But it's good. It's interesting. And coming of age, because a lot of sports series are also coming of age stories, which is totally understandable. It makes sense. And this does have an adaptation. I think it's an anime that was 75 episodes long. I don't know where you can watch it, but it is available somewhere on the internet. So, there you go. And the premise is that Hikaru, the main character, is doing something with this girl. They're like hanging out. They're trying to find things to sell, antiques to sell in his grandfather's house. And he actually ends up finding a Go board, which is this giant block that is 19 by 19 squares large. And it turns out that this Go board is haunted by this guy called Sai, who happens to be an old Go player from very, very, very long ago. He used to be the court's Go instructor way back in the day. And he basically possesses Hikaru, and they join forces. They kind of start interacting. And, Hikaru initially doesn't really want to play Go, but it turns out that the spirit that possesses him, Sai, has such a love for Go that anytime Hikaru even thinks about not playing it, it gives him like this horrible sensation of sadness, and it is really hard for him to deal with it. So he is convinced to go play Go, and it's really weird because he has this like really intelligent Go player in his mind, but he's a complete newbie. So it's really weird how he ends up playing. But he ends up impressing a lot of people and making a lot of interesting kind of moments happen. And so he draws the attention of famous Go players. And I don't know, it's really interesting. The premise is more or less just this guy that doesn't want to play Go but has to because he's haunted. But it also kind of expands beyond that a lot more, and it's really interesting. There's a lot of characters introduced that I'm kind of interested in learning about. This definitely interested me more than Kuroko's basketball, which is kind of weird because I at least understand basketball. I don't really know what Go is or how it works, but the way it's written is really interesting because it makes me really interested in trying to learn about Go. So that's cool. It has a really good setup, but it does feel kind of slow, even though I was really interested. I'm interested in the dynamic between Hikaru and Sai, and the dynamic between them and these players that they're impressing, and also kind of harshly, beating. So it's really interesting how this works. And there's this moment, this turning point, where Hikaru realizes that playing Go is cool, that he enjoys it, but he doesn't really think that he enjoys it, so he blames it on Sai, and the story ends right before they kind of try to figure that out for themselves. So I'm pretty interested in following up the story. It's not a very long series, so I might give it a read sometime soon. But it was pretty interesting, so I quite like that. And yeah, there really isn't much else to say. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please do like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you thought. And thank you guys very much for watching. See you guys later.